Hi, you bees. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers. Welcome to Lunch and Learn. My co host is running a little late. She'll be here in a second. But welcome. And like I said, once again, happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there, everybody that's acting as a mom, single moms, dads that's acting as moms, moms that's acting as mom. Happy Mother's Day. Get a chance to enjoy your mom. And I was reading up earlier today on the history of Mother's Day. Actually, Mrs. Jarvis, I think her name was Anna Jarvis. She actually came up with Mother's Day, and she got so frustrated with it after it became so commercialized that she actually went bankrupt in her last few years of her life trying to get rid of it. So, happy Mother's Day to everyone. And if you don't have your mom, you know, I feel for you because I know how much my mom means to me, and I know how much your mom means to you. So those of you who have lost your mom, don't get a chance to celebrate mom. Hey, find somebody, wish them a happy Mother's Day, and I feel sorry for your loss. But welcome, welcome, welcome to the show. So I'm gonna talk about what I know about until my co-hosts get here, and that's real estate. So for all you moms that are single moms and you think you can't afford a home, we got some really, really, really nice programs for single moms that you can actually come in, and a lot of these programs will allow you to buy these homes with zero out of your pocket. So if you're listening to this program right now, you're a single mom, you're thinking about buying a home, please contact us. Give us a call. You can reach me at 240-389-4319. And I actually work with Golden One Realty and Concierge Service. So they have realtors that can help you, in your search for your home. And also, if you're a single mom and you're in the process of losing your home. So if you're in the process of losing your home and you're a single mom, also give me a call because you don't have to lose that home. There's so many different programs out here that actually help you guys. So there's no need to go to foreclosure or lose your home and end up on the street with your kids. And I know as a mom, a single mom, you're trying to do everything you can, all that you can, for your family, and it's probably just you. So we're here to help you, and it's no cost. It's zero cost, so it won't cost you a dime. Pick up the phone, give me a call, 240-389-4319, and I promise you, if I can't help you, I will find somebody that can. It's not going to cost you a dime out your pocket. So once again, happy Mother's Day. And to all the dads out there and all the married men, you got them women in your life, appreciate them women. Show them women, tell them how you appreciate them. It'd be a good day for you to cook. If you don't know how to cook, it'd be a good day to learn how to cook. Because the restaurants, if you don't got your restaurants reservations in now, you're not going to get them. So you guys just leaving church, just waking up, finish cutting the grass, whatever you're doing, you say, hey, you know what? It's a good day to have dinner with my wife or have dinner with my mom. Guess what? Hey, you're a little bit late. So it's never too late to run to that grocery store. It's never too late to run to that grocery store, pick up some pots and pans, sit down and cook that dinner for the mom and show how much she's appreciated. Which is really, really great. And to my eyes, wonderful eyes do I appear. It's not Santa Claus and his reindeer. It's actually my co-host. And it was good to see her. And we actually have another wonderful mom. Oh, by the way, I should have started the show at Mom, if you're listening, happy Mother's Day. I love you. That's my number one support system out there. And without her, it would not be no me. And what I love about moms is so special. Like, only a woman can be a mom. Us guys, we can help make those babies. But to actually carry a human inside of you for 9 months is amazing to me. It's amazing. And it's nothing like, it's like that unconditional love that comes from a mom, because no matter what you do, whether you're right or wrong, your mom is always going to support you. And I see it every day in life, So I really, really appreciate all the moms. I appreciate my mom. And like, if you don't have your mom, like again, I say, hey, I'm sorry for your loss, but I love moms. So we're going to take a quick break, bring my co-host in with our special guest, and we'll be right back. We're back. We're back. Guess who's with me? Harriet, the golden one, which is my co-host, and we have a special, wonderful guest with us today. Harriet, the golden one, introduce our guest. Actually, introduce yourself first. And by the way, happy Mother's Day to both of you ladies.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm Harriet Golden One, and today I have a guest in the studio with us, a very special guest, my daughter, Hadisha.
Hi, how are you?
Great. So, how are you? She's a new mom. Well, she has a new baby. She's not technically a new mom. She has a 3-year old. But literally, she has a 2-week old baby, Dylan Golden One. So I invited her in since I can't invite my mom in. The closest person to my mom is definitely my daughter. So I'm excited to have her on and just talk about Mother's Day, the history of Mother's Day, what it means to be a mom, what it means to be a mom in business, what it means to be a mom, a wife, um, working, because in all actuality, being a mom and all the things that we deal with on a daily basis, being a motherhood is a business. How do you feel about that, Mr. Woods? Motherhood being a business?
Oh, it definitely is. It definitely is. It's a wonderful business, though. Even though I'm not in the motherhood business, it's a wonderful business. Speaking of business, we actually have this young, wonderful mom, Hadisha, right? You're also a chef, right?
Correct.
And I learned so much about food in the last couple of weeks, which is a great thing. You know, not to get off topic, but can you speak a little about what you do as far as the food, the chef side?
Well, what I currently do is I work for a Christian academy, and what I am doing is bringing fresh food to schools.
Okay.
And with that is more so getting the school a little bit more acclimated with fresh foods, fresh vegetables, fresh meats, no pasteurized, no processed food. Versus in traditional schools, the school lunch isn't that well put together.
I
So
think Michelle
what
Obama
I
just spoke on that. Didn't
what
she?
I do is I bring fresh food to cafeterias. So that's my mission. Aside from doing personal chef cuisines as well. So,
Oh, so if you're a personal chef and I wanted to like reach out to you to like to plan a menu or something, how would I contact you?
you can contact me 2 ways at www.beautifulcreations.com or 240-501-0054.
Beautifulcreations.com.
Yes.
And what was the number again?
240-501-0054.
Ah, thank you. I'm gonna be in touch with you. I need some healthy meals.
I'll be waiting.
Awesome, awesome. So tell me, Hadisha, what does being a new mom and having two little ones, what does being a mother mean to you?
um, what does being a mother means to me? It makes me think about a quote that I had recently seen when I was going through baby stuff. It said that being a parent is knowing that someone is more important than you are.
Oh, wow.
So that's what being a mother is to me. Always knowing that you have to put someone before you.
Awesome, absolutely.
Well, since you asked her that question, what the same question that to you?
Oh wow. Being a mother definitely is putting someone before you who's more important, but it is so many things. It's like the most important job that you ever have, even from the moment that you find out that you have someone inside of you, that you're responsible for that person, how you eat from the moment that the baby is growing inside of your stomach, how you're connecting to, the baby moving, talking to them, even feeling them sucking their thumbs. It's just like, wow, this my life is not really about me anymore. It's about making sure that you provide for someone else, you teach them, you give them all the things that you um, didn't have. You want to put them in a place to be better than what you are. So it's so many things, and it's like I couldn't trade it for anything in the world. Being a mom, so it's always changing. And then to just add to that, when your children grow up and they become parents. It's like just an extension of you with grandchildren. And, I haven't gotten to that moment to be a great grand, but, it's just your family is growing. This is something that you are creating in the universe that's just out there. Um, it's just priceless, really.
Well, I got a question to you. How come the grandkids get away with so much more than what the kids got away with?
That was a good question.
You know what?
That's for all the moms. I want to know how come the grandkids
Well,
get
for
away
one,
with
you can
so
send them
much more.
grandchildren back home to their parents. But for me, my grandchildren, they treat me like I'm like a superhero to them. I think a lot of times children, until they get to that certain point, they really take for granted their parents. They say, this is my parent. They're supposed to do A, B, C, and D for me. But when you have the grandchildren come into play, they just are so excited, just to see their grandmother. Well, for me, to see my grandchildren give me hugs, give me love, and then they come out looking just like you. They're a part of you, acting like you.
The nose.
So it's just amazing.
Temples.
I remember when my first granddaughter was born, I literally cried. I can't imagine. I never cried when I had my own children. But it was like, wow, my son had a daughter. They're all so different, but so much alike me and look alike me. And like I said, they're like superheroes. I remember going out when I go out of town with my youngest. Well, she's not my youngest anymore, but when my granddaughter Heidi was living with me, when I come, it was like, "Where are you? Where have you been?" And give you big hugs and all those things. So it's just a feeling of magic in the inside that just warms your heart being a grandmother.
So, excuse me, being a mom, both of you ladies are being a mom, and also being business people. How do you balance the two? What's the biggest challenge in being a mom and also running a business?
The biggest challenge is definitely many challenges, and I guess I can speak for myself as being young, being married, and now having 2 children. It's a lot.
Kudos.
It is a lot, but at the end of the day, it's worth it. So, trying to challenge putting food on the table and spending time with your kids is just a challenge in itself. But it's a challenge that I wouldn't trade.
Okay.
And more so, I think I'll say that because with my oldest daughter, she's 3, but she's like the happiest kid you ever meet. So when you face these challenges and you're having a hard time, but just seeing how happy she is or how excited she is or just sitting down having a conversation, that's what makes it worth it. Where when you face these challenges, it's just like you kind of at ease because it's like it's not as much as a challenge when you see that it's worth it, when you know that what you're fighting for, if that makes sense.
Right, it does. The reward is just the smile on this kid's face
Right.
at the end of the day.
Especially when you have happy kids. So it makes it worth it, at least for me.
I absolutely agree. It's definitely a challenge working, raising your children. Every day is not the best day, but you make the best out of those days. And with me being an older mom, oh my goodness, the challenges from having my oldest son is 30, the challenges that I faced when my son and my daughter were younger definitely changed with my other 2 children because it's a gap. So every child is different. Every child has different wants and needs. Like I've never had an issue out of my 2 middle children, but it's definitely with some challenges with my oldest son, and then my youngest son was the total opposite one. So, like she said, the challenges are definitely worth it because at the end of the day, that's all that you really have is your children and your family. So I couldn't trade any of that for anything.
And how does that affect your business, being a mom?
Well, not so much now because my children are adults. but I'm still really involved with them. Days more than 2 days don't go past without me talking to any of my children, whether it's text or verbal, and probably verbal because I don't talk to my oldest son in 2 days. He's calling where you are, what you're doing. But when they were younger, it was a great challenge daily because I was working a 9 to 5 job. Well, not even a 9 to 5 because at the career I had, I was on call 24/7, and then I had my children, so they were latchkey children. I was married at the time, and my ex-husband, he was working, and then my mother passed away when I was 30. So my sister and my nephew moved in with me. So it was a great challenge. Was it worth it? I definitely say today, it definitely was worth it. Um, it's, things in life happen, and you just always have to press forward and push through to do what you have to do for your children. Giving up has never been an option for me. So I had to do it with balance. I had to make it work. One of the reasons that Hadisha probably is a chef because when she was 13 years old, and yeah, it was about 13
Maybe
years
younger
old
than
when I
that.
went through a separation, and I told all the children in the house, I was like, look, every day somebody got to be responsible for a meal. I think my youngest son may have been 7, 6, something like that. Maybe 7 or 6. I was like, everybody have to make a dinner every day. So if that's peanut butter and jelly and some carrots, that's what you make. And one day, Hadisha called me at work and she was like, I'm cooking Cornish hens. And I went off. I was like, you cooking Cornish hens? You're not cooking Cornish hens? She said, yes, I do. I did like you did. I took it out last night. I said, out last night? So by the time I got home, I was livid. That was the best Cornish hens I ever had.
She took that initiative. So you ladies are moms, and you speaking. You took that initiative. Any advice for any moms, whether they married or single, that's thinking about starting their own business?
Absolutely. If you're thinking about it, definitely research it, pray about it, and follow your heart. Don't be fearful to jump out there because it all will balance out. It definitely will balance out. What you're supposed to do in the end always works out. And the reward in jumping out there and doing, following your dreams is greater than not doing it at all. Because you'll always have regrets if you don't do what you truly want to do on the inside. If you have a job that you go to every day and you're miserable, but you have a passion, follow your passion. It definitely will work out. You have to take a chance and you have to bet on you. I say when people don't bet on themselves, what are you telling the world? What lesson are you telling your children when you're trying to teach your children to follow their dreams and go for everything that they know, but you're not doing it? Children learn more by actions than by what we tell them, and that was one of the things that always has driven me. I want my children to have this great lesson to be all that they absolutely can be, and I can't tell them that. That's something that I had to show them.
I would just say if you love it, do it. It just makes things a lot easier when you love something. It's it's not like working. Like when I'm cooking, it's more than cooking. It becomes more like therapeutic than cooking. I think I can say that because when I was just recently pregnant, not being able to stand and not cook, it was more stressful on me than anything. And then just trying to make these dishes and not have the patience to do it, that was stressful. But I love cooking, so if you love it, do it.
Well, are you willing to come back and do a cooking show? Because I mean,
Absolutely.
great. We got to
Absolutely.
get you back on because I'm saying I'm like I learned so much about food. It's like crazy. I mean, actually, you working on some dishes while you're here, right?
Yeah. Actually, I have some chicken marinating, teriyaki chicken marinating with brown sugar garlic ribs marinating
Don't
as
do
well.
it. Don't do it. Don't do it. You can hear my stomach growling.
That is awesome. Yep, but it's all about balance. And it's great to see, my daughter decide to go in business for herself. And it's, her deciding early doing it is, like amazing. Before she was a chef, she worked with me in partnership with at my daycare that I had, and she did that from high school. And she really, the daycare, she ran that daycare and made it all that it was. So I remember when you asked, she was like, "Mom, I want to go to culinary school," and she was apprehensive about it because she always kind of put me before her. And I told her since the time that she was married, which was something my mom told me, that you always put your family first. And she was just so worried about the parents, daycare, the resources coming in. And though really I wanted to say, could you make it so you could do it on weekends? I wouldn't do that because I didn't want her to have any regrets, and I wanted her to follow her passion. And I remember it being a struggle for her because now she was a wife and had a small child. She had to take her child to school. Then she would come to daycare just part-time hours, and then school. I don't think she really knew the challenges of school. And one day she was telling me, she was like, this is really a lot. All you taught me to do was push through. And the only answer I had from her at that point was, and that's what you do, you push through. And now with her getting the opportunity of a lifetime to run be a chef at the Christian school where they sought her out, is like remarkable, because most people come out of culinary school, they're not getting those opportunities, and they're not getting, decent pay. She got a great opportunity, so I'm so proud of her for pushing through. And though I know she wanted a greater answer than that at that moment, that was the greatest answer that I could give: push through. I definitely wouldn't tell her to quit, because at the end is the greatest reward of all.
And, I always tell people, if you're actually working for somebody and you have a skill that you can actually take and turn into a business, instead of living their dream, working on their income where they can actually control your life, take that skill and turn it into a business. And I'm like, if you're afraid to step out, just start it on the weekends. Like you said, start on the weekends, start it part-time. With the internet, I mean, there's so many things that you can do. I love social media, I love internet, and I love technology. With technology, you can actually grow your business at a small pace. And if you need some help, if you need some mentoring, are you willing? Because you're a serial entrepreneur. You're not telling them because you have several businesses, and I think it just spilled over into your daughter. If somebody's out there and they say, "I don't know where to start, I don't know what to do," are you willing to help them, to show them the right path to step in?
Oh, absolutely. I mentor folks all the time. It's not just in real estate. It's not just in daycare, but I mentor folks in all aspects of business. I even mentor folks who are not in business yet to get them to the point where they want to be. Or if you're happy in your career and you want to go to the next level, I also mentor, folks in that realm as well. Because I had a successful career, and I didn't leave it because I didn't love it. I just left because I didn't love the politics of it. I love what I did. It's something that I'll always be marketable in. But I was moving, and it actually prepared me to become a serial entrepreneur. So I'm always looking to go to the next level again and mentor people. If you're interested in being mentored, definitely give me a call, 301-244-8025.
Can you say that number again?
301-244-8025.
I spent 8 years in the military, and when I first went in, I used to get in a lot of trouble because I wasn't used to the freedom, because my mom, she didn't let us do crazy stuff. But, one of the young lieutenants, he always told me, like, "Kerry, you screwing up." He say, "Make yourself marketable, so jobs don't come looking for you. So you don't go looking for jobs, they come looking for you." And then, I was like, that stuck with me. And even to this day, I'm like, wow, it's like I put myself in the position where most of your moms are probably already in this position, don't even know it. You got a skill where people need your skill. They need your skill, and you can actually monetize that. You can go out and turn that into a business of your own. So don't be afraid to step out, especially when you have somebody that's willing, that's successful, that's willing to coach you and mentor you to that next level.
Absolutely. I always say, if you're running a household, you're already running a business. The business plan is basic. You just need to change it up so it will be towards whatever passion that you have. Everything is basic. You can take it, tweak it, and make it your own. You a mom, you running a household. It was myself and 4 children. Then it went to, myself and 6 children. I was running a corporation. I didn't even know it.
Oh wow, 6 children. Speaking of 6 children, my mom had 6 kids, single parent. She had 3 sets of twins, which is totally amazing. She had boy, girl, boy, boy, girl, girl. And shout out to mom, happy Mother's Day. Shout out to my niece who thinks she's my mother. Markeisha had a birthday, happy belated birthday, Markeisha. And to the mother of my children, happy Mother's Day. To my sister and all my family, moms, happy Mother's Day to you all.
Awesome. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a quick second break and bring on our next special guest, and we'll be right back. We're back. And I don't think can we say our next? Oh, there we go. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We have a new guest with us. And our new guest, she's a mom. She's also my sister, Hadisha's aunt. And today was a challenge trying to figure out how we're going to do this. But at the end of the day, I always say things work out. And it's such a special honor to have, my daughter here and my sister, because my mom is not here, unfortunately. And I won't say unfortunately, I'll say fortunately, because she's where God needs her to be on her journey. But again, it's happy to have, my sister join us. She is a mom, and she is a mom of 4 boys. That is a challenge within itself. And I would say those 4 boys are great gentlemen that I love dearly. So, Tiffany, introduce yourself.
Hi, my name's Tiffany Montague. As my sister said, I am Harriet's little sister. I am Hadisha's aunt. I am mother of 4 boys. My oldest will be 17 on May 31st, and my second to oldest is 13, and then I have a 10-year-old and a 9-year-old.
Wow. I remember those days. So tell me, how's it being a mom in this generation, and what does it mean to raise all boys?
Whew. Being a mom in this generation is rather challenging for me. In this day and age, a lot of kids, they don't tend to think first. They just react off of impulse. So that can be kind of challenging. I was just telling a parent the other day, once our child or children leave out that front door and that front door closes behind us, it's nothing else that we can really do until that child returns home. We can ask God to cover and protect them in their coming and going, but other than that, we have to basically try our hardest while the child is within our supervision to train them and teach them right from wrong quickly as possible, because if you go into the streets unknowingly, they can pretty much gobble you up really fast. So with me having 4 boys, it's very challenging.
Oh, absolutely. What I'll piggyback off of that, what you said, you have to train them up while they're in your care, because once you let them out the door, you never know what happens. But the thing is, what you said is monumental. Train them up. What they say, train up a child in the way they should go, and they shall not depart. That's funny that you say that. I say that all the time, every day that my children were growing up, and I hold fast to that, because I would like to say I was a perfect child. I definitely was not. I probably was my mother's biggest challenge, biggest everything that I wasn't supposed to do, I was absolutely doing. And I say my children saved my life. They absolutely saved my life. And my mother instilled great values and morals in me. And when I was pregnant with my oldest son, I thought about all those things that she was teaching me. And, I said, I don't want to raise my children, like that. I want them to have goals, have values, have morals, and I want to protect them as much as I can, and I want to teach them, and that's what I did. I have 4 children. 3 of my children I have no complaints. My youngest son, he stays in and out of trouble, and would I change anything about him? I wouldn't change his personality. I wouldn't change who he is. I definitely would change him being in trouble, because it is so scary having children in this world, but it's so scary having young black boys in this world. And like you said, when they go out that door, they have their own mind, and they have other influences. So you want to instill within them strong values, so they can say, you know what, my mother taught me this. If somebody's going left, I'm still going to, go right. And then, of course, you have to ask God in the universe, to protect them. So I commend you raising, 4 boys. And at the end of the day, if you continue to instill great values, it's all going to work out the way that it should.
Thank you.
So how's it for you, Mr. Woods? You have us moms talking. You have a son and a daughter. How's that faring for you?
I couldn't speak from the mom's side.
Well, you can speak from the dad's side.
But it's not Father's Day, so we're gonna honor the mom. So I would love to speak for my kids. And by the way, happy Mother's Day, Diamond, to my daughter. She actually gave me a grandchild, which is a wonderful thing. It's like it's a totally different experience, And I asked that question earlier. How come the grandkids get treated so much better? It's because it's a whole new experience. She's like, wow, you made this baby, then this baby made a baby, and just the experience that's gonna go on and on. So you waiting for years to go by where you have the great grandkids, and just to see those generations just grow and grow and grow and continue on. So the biggest thing is you want to leave that legacy for them, so they won't struggle.
Oh, absolutely. So they won't struggle, but at the same time, you don't want to enable them. I think this generation, we tend to spoil our children a lot.
There's nothing wrong with spoiling the kids.
To a certain extent, there's nothing wrong with spoiling the children. I think if you ask probably my sister or my daughter, I probably was so stern, or all of my children probably till I got to my last son. It was so crazy. They was telling people who called the house, if my mother or my sister answered the phone, she's crazy. She on medication. I was so stern.
Probably is true.
Absolutely, I wasn't. But I just wanted, my children to have the best and try to protect them. And then, when my mom passed away, I just wanted to give my sister all the lessons that my mom gave me, because I felt responsible. I didn't want to, let my mother down. And to this day, a lot of things that I do, I live my life on I always think every day I never want to let, my mother down. So certain things I do and certain things that, I don't. The greatest thing that, she did tell me, and I remember the drive and everything, she told me often, that she was proud of me. She was my biggest supporter. Even when I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do and I was all the way left, she would have no cut cards and telling me, you need to get your act together. She wouldn't say it that way, but she would say it, a way that I definitely understood. And she would always say, you come from good stock. You were created to be great, man. I love you. I don't want to see you do A, B, C, and D. And even with children, having children, you're going to keep having all them babies. You got to live your life. You got to do A, B, C, and D. But with each child, once they were here, she absolutely, adored them and loved them. As I can't lie, I did the same thing with my daughter. I didn't do it so much with my son when he had children, but I did do it with my daughter when she was having her first baby. And it was so bad with the first baby. When she was pregnant with the second, I remember she called me and was like, I gotta talk to you. Are you gonna be home? I was like, what's going on? Tell me now. She was like, I just talked to you. How old were you? 25? Married with a child of your own? I was like, I'm going home, but tell me now. Don't wait till I get. I was like, what's the problem? You pregnant? And she was like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay. She was like, you're not mad? I was like, you a grown married woman? I don't got to take it. That's how stern I was as a parent. But, again, I wouldn't trade my children or my grandchildren, though we don't want them to make the same mistakes that we make as parents. The truth of the matter is, life is going to grow our children up, and they have to experience life. We can't divert them from experiencing. The universe already know what they're going to do, what they're not going to do, where they're going to go. So we can't change their course. We can lighten it, and we can give them nuggets on how to deal with different situations. But the more you try to change the course that they go, they're going to go somewhere different anyway. Some children.
Now, I got two questions for all you moms. First is, the mom's intuition. How do you know when you sit in front of that child that they totally just lie? It's something about moms, they just totally know that you tell them the untruth. And then the second question is, how do you deal with all the different personalities of the kids?
Oh, Jesus. I think it goes back to you just know your children. You just know your children. Like, I get like a feeling when things are going on with, my children. And they think I be exaggerating, but then later they'll come back, well, it may be months later, and they be like, well, you did say so-and-so. I be like, well, why you say, well, I didn't want to hear you fuss at that time. So I think you just know them. You really, really, maybe you still are connected to an invisible umbilical cord or something, but you just really know them.
I would say, I'm still kind of new at this, so with my 3-year-old, it's her facial expression. Like when you just know something's not right. So I'll ask her, and then she'll make like a face, and I'm just like, okay, clearly you may be just fibbing a little bit, but then she'll be like, okay, mommy, she'll, but also to my 3-year-old, she'll tell on herself before I even ask. So, and with my 2-month-old, I have to wait and see. So I'm a little nervous because from what I hear, it's just like when you have 2 children, they're like completely opposite. So.
What you hear, what you see from your siblings.
and that's true too. So we would just have to find out about Dylan. But I remember like being a child, and my youngest brother, whenever he was quiet, she would like, go see what he's doing. So but then like whenever you would ask him if he did something, he would like fidget with his fingers a lot. So he would just give himself away. So with different children, there's different things. So.
Now, how would your oldest brother give himself away?
You just always knew it. You just always knew about him.
And what about you, Tiffany? What about your boys? How do you know?
Well, I told my boys that 9 times out of 10, if I'm asking you a question, I already know the answer to it. So my question is basically, I just want you to confirm that what I'm thinking is right. And 99.5% of the time, I'm right. So when they go to explain themselves, they may try to switch it up a little bit. Sometimes they're fidgety. They don't give me a direct eye contact. They may look to the left or the right. They may stutter. And I'm like, okay, you don't have any problems. You're perfectly fine. You're healthy. So somewhere in between the line indicates that you're telling a story. And I'm always right, like always right. So
Yep, moms are always right.
right, always right. But by me having 4 different boys, and I deal with their personalities. Well, okay, so because of different ages, it's like one will say, "Oh, well, you're always taking up for him," or because he's the baby, he gets away with everything. And I say, "Well, no, that's not really true. He's observing everything that you guys are doing wrong, so he's doing everything right. So that's why he gets treated the way that he gets treated. So maybe you guys should start observing him, reverse the role." I have so many different personalities in my house. I have a gamer, I have a rapper, I have an observer, and
Policeman.
The policeman who is the observer. Yes, exactly. And my oldest son, he's not your typical teenager. He is going through a transition right now where he's trying to better himself and become independent, should I say. And sometimes he's home with me and sometimes he's not. But when I do see him, though, I can see the progress, and I'm very proud of him. So I just think that having different personalities in the home can be a benefit because you can learn from them as well when you have other siblings in the home.
So, kids, you just heard it. It's not what you say or how you say it. It's your expressions. Your moms are looking at you. So learn your facial expressions before you tell a lie.
Right, and we have eyes in the back of our head.
Exactly.
Oh, how big are you?
Big as the ones in the front.
So what are you ladies, what are your plans? Actually, you know what? I'm not going to ask. What was your favorite Mother's Day gift in the past and why? And for the new mom, you might not be able to answer, but I still would love to answer.
I would say this year has to be far the best because I really have like this really nice decked out girl that I can't wait to get back to to fire it up. Just being able, it just has so many just cool things that I love about it, and being able, I already cook indoors, so taking cooking outdoors to a whole nother level. Yeah, that this is by far
You are a true chef.
a great Mother's Day gift.
A grill is a great gift for you. That
Yes.
you're a true chef.
Yeah, so
Don't give me no real estate stuff for Mother's Day. Unless it's a house or a commission check.
yeah, so no, I'm very excited about my girl. So
Cool. What about you, Tiffany?
I can honestly say every Mother's Day, since I've had my children, I can't really pick out one that's been better or greater than the other one. Just having my boys with me or waking up to my boys on Mother's Day is the best gift ever for me, honestly. I can't wake up to my mom, or I can't call my mom, because she's no longer here. So just being able to being able to be surrounded with genuine love, it puts me in a place of peace and calmness. So I actually can't wait to go see my boys after this because they're my heart. So I don't really have a specific Mother's Day. Every Mother's Day is the best for me as long as I have my boys.
Absolutely, that's cool. What I would say, I would piggyback off of that, just having my children and being able to wake up every day, and it seems like every couple Mother's Day I get a grandbaby for Mother's Day. 'Cause my first granddaughter was born the day before my birthday, which is Isha's birthday is May 16th, so that was amazing. And then we have Dylan, who's here 2 weeks old, so that's remarkable. I'm not a gift person for Mother's Day. Just having my children is just gift enough for me. That's the greatest thing, because until what? When did you make me start celebrating Mother's Day? Maybe that was 7, 8 years ago. So those are the greatest gifts. Just family, I would say, family, and being able to have those special moments.
Well, I know it's probably hard for you to know that you actually lost your mom. So if for the moms out there, the kids out there that don't have their moms, what would you say to them on Mother's Day?
I would say to them to, just reflect on those memories. The greatest thing is that we have memories. And, memories are priceless. No one can take those memories away. I wouldn't reflect on the mourning part of it. I would just reflect on those memories and living each day for your mom. Now, every day I live and I do stuff, I really live for myself and my mom. We go on trips together, things that she's never done. When, I travel a lot alone, those times I'm traveling alone, I'm with my mother. So I would just say reflect on the great times, because no one can ever take that away.
So if you have kids and you lost your mom and you don't want to celebrate that day because you don't have your mom, it's not about you, the kids. You can't deny that to the kids, right?
You can. I try to, because I didn't used to celebrate Mother's Day. My daughter said, well, we want to celebrate, you. So I did start. And even this year, she made reservations to go out and eat. And at the last minute, I was like, I'll just pay for everybody to go. I'm just going to chill that day. And she told me yesterday she canceled all the reservations and she's just going to cook out on her new grill. So everybody coming over. And I'm like, she won't allow me to, so I can't take that away from my children, because I want to just chill out and probably work or do something that day. So I can't take it from them. So
Yeah, it's actually an honor all you moms. I mean, Mother's Day is so special, even though every day should be Mother's Day. It's nothing like that unconditional love that comes from a mom, because they there for you no matter what. When you're right, they're there. When you're wrong, you're there. When you're in trouble, they're there. When you need it, they're there. I don't care if you're 10 years old or if you're 50, 60, 70 years old, your mom is always there, which is so, so cool. Thank you, moms. Happy Mother's Day to all you ladies out there, whether you're single, married, whatever. If you're acting as a mom, happy Mother's Day. Oh, speaking of moms, the single moms out there that need houses, how can we help a single mom that's looking to get into a house or looking to get into real estate?
Oh, give me a call at 301-244-8025. Single moms buy homes every day.
Do we have some programs where they come out zero out of pocket?
Oh, absolutely. We have grant money programs. Again, give me a call if you're interested in learning more about the programs. 301-244-8025. Or if you're interested in mentoring, and it's not just about real estate or daycare. If you're interested in being mentored to go to the next level, give me a call. If you're interested in becoming a real estate agent, give me a call. 301-244-8025.
And speaking of mom, you can actually get into public speaking too, right?
I am.
So you're going to have to talk about those events. We'll do those on another show. But as far as your information, what's the name of your company again? What's the name of your real estate company?
I go to Win Realty and Concierge.
And what made you actually want to be an owner instead of just a regular agent?
Because I was born to be a boss.
And that's what moms do, right?
Yep. We're born bosses. Well, thank you so much. This has been a great segment, and we look forward to coming next week and talking more about business. So join us next week for the Power Lunch with Harriet Golden One and Kerry Woods.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Day.